Your unique story, our global audience. Global One Media.
Welcome, everyone, to Global One Media's exclusive one-on-one discussions with company executives as they share insights into their unique journey and why you should pay attention. I'm your host, Ashley Berry, and we appreciate your interest. Today, we're so excited to be joined by Julian Davey, President and CEO of Tarku Resources, a publicly traded mineral exploration company listed on the TSX Venture Exchange as TKU, the Frankfurt Exchange as 7TK, and the OTCQB in the US as TRKUF. Julian, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, Ashley. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Oh, the pleasure is all ours, Julian. Thank you. So you've recently reached a major milestone in the company by commencing drilling at the Apollo Gold Project. That's part of the 3A projects in Quebec. Congratulations on this. This is something you've been working towards for several years. Can you share what this means for the company and for your shareholders?
Yes, absolutely. With pleasure. We are working on the Apollo, Atlas, and Admiral projects, so the 3As in northern Quebec since 2006 now. Those projects have been acquired really based on what we call project generation and on open ground, and really by following data compilation and out-of-the-box ideas. We have first completed a teal program in 2017. We followed then by several aerial and ground geophysical surveys, leading to several more precise targets associated with the shear zone that we have on the project and the geological model we are looking for. That shear zone, which is the extension of what we call the Sunday Lake Fault, already demonstrate the presence of gold deposits, but also of gold occurrences more precisely in the area we are working on. And those targets on the Apollo project have never been drill tested yet. So it's a unique and let's say thrill situation for us that might seriously guide us to a major discovery. So talking about what it means for the company and the shareholders, a major discovery is in a such accessible and well-known friendly mining area could mean a serious value creation. It's usually at the discovery stage that most of the value of a share structure for exploration company is made. Looking at the drill core, just coming back from Matagami and looking at the drill core we have received to date, we are really happy to see that we are in the right geology and in the right alteration environment. So assay results for the Apollo project are expected to be received around Christmas. So a lot of value creation for our shareholders.
Oh, we'll be very, very interested to hear the results of those assay results. Well, that's fantastic news. And I think the out-of-the-box thinking that you're talking about is so crucial this day and age. But obviously,
Correct.
With a project of this magnitude, there are potential risks. Maybe you could explain your projections and potential solutions here.
Absolutely. Exploration is a risky business. We all know that. So the way we approach that at Tarku is we try to mitigate the risks as much as possible before starting to spend money on the project. So to do that, we carefully select the area we want to work in. Quebec and Arizona, for example, are two friendly mining jurisdictions. We choose the project that are easy accessible to lower the access risk and the money spent on going on the project. And we also work with the surrounding communities. It's really important for us. So carefully selecting the project, but also the commodities, because we believe that not all the commodities are easy to attract people, to interest people, and exploration projects need to be funded, need to be financed So to do so, we need to attract and to have the best commodities we can have.
So, Julian, you're mentioning about the collaborations, which is such an important component to do the work, the important work that you're doing. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
It's a crucial part. We need to have we are working in area with where other people are living, and we need to have their permission and their interests. But what we're doing is right upfront, before going on the field, before doing any exploration, we try to contact and to have interaction with the communities, and we offer them to hire people and to show them what we're doing, to explain what is exploration. So a collaborative relationship is really crucial for an exploration project. That's just part of the risks, and some risks are our responsibility, like the one we just talked about, but other risks are also something we have to deal with. And like the markets, for example, this is something we are not able to control, but we need to adapt and to adjust ourselves.
Right. And not only are you collaborating with them, but also job creation, which is so important. So, as for your project, as you mentioned in the US, which is located in southern Arizona, the Silver Strike Project, are there any updates you'd like to share there? And I must say, I have been there personally to Tombstone, Arizona. What a historic, rich area to explore for you.
Absolutely, it's a fantastic area to work in. It's a fun place to go to see the downtown, what they did with the historical area of the Tombstone city. And yes, absolutely, there are some advancement and some exploration advancement. That project is at a different stage of advancement than the other project we have in Quebec. We are in a situation on the Silver Strike with the Silver Strike project in Arizona. We are in a situation where there were 32 million ounces already produced, 32 million ounces of silver. So it's, for us, it's what we call is the tip of the iceberg. The mineralization system have already been proven in that area, but at what we call at a very local scale. Everybody was working on its own little claim. And today, what we've done is that we gathered 30 square kilometers, and we are working to build a regional scale project with today's understanding of the geology, with modern techniques, and with what we call a regional approach. We have, for example, recently complete a very precise mag and radiometric survey, which are geophysical surveys over the whole project, and that demonstrates the geophysical signature of the historical mines. And that signature, we are able now to apply that to the rest of the property. And this is an exercise which is not fully completed yet, but it will help us in a few weeks from now. It will help us to better define new targets, but also to confirm several areas that we have on which we have really interesting geological ideas, and we want to test them. So 2023 will be a very active year for the Silver Strike project. We have more ground mapping and ground sampling programs that are planned, and rapidly what we want to do is to start a second drill program early 2023.
Wonderful. It sounds like some truly innovative work happening there. So congratulations on that. Some of the hot topics, I think the audience wants to hear about is that your projects contain several minerals such as gold, silver, and copper, among others. Maybe you can talk about some of the advantages to this and any disadvantages, if there are any.
Absolutely. At the exploration stage, when you look at the projects, a big part of the value of the project comes with the type of commodities you have on the project. So all commodities are related to market cycles. We know that, and depending on their demand. And some commodities have shorter cycles related to vogue or trends, sorry. But we believe that gold and base metals in general, like copper, lead, zinc, manganese, have longer terms in terms of cycles. And that's also a way to de-risk exploration. If we take the example of Silver Strike, it has been first presented to us like a silver-oriented project. But when we start to analyzing the data, adding all the field information that we got with the sampling program we've done and with the drill program we've done, the regional survey we've done also, now we understand that it's a multi-mineral project. Historical data show us, for example, that the ore produced were almost only silver, and they didn't really relieve the numbers for the ore left in place. So it sounds a little bit strange to say, but they were focused on what they were able to refine and to treat. So it was mainly silver and gold, and zinc and copper, for example, wasn't very popular at that time for metallurgical problems. And now we know that we have a multi-element project. So and we also know that there are areas where they simply left ore in place. So instead of having a simple single one element project like a silver project, we have a gold, copper, silver, and other base metal project in Arizona. That's an example.
Fantastic. It's like digging for gold. You never know what you're going to find, right? So you thought it was silver, but who knows what you could find in there, which is truly exciting. And, you had talked about collaborating with communities and even residents in that area, businesses. I think it would be advantageous for all your projects to kind of explain to our audience who your partners are on all of these collaborative projects.
Partners are really important for us, and they usually are related to the projects you have, because people believe in certain projects, in certain commodities. And so we were able to attract a sophisticated shareholder as Mr. Eric Sprott when we acquired the Silver Strike project in Arizona. And it is important to have shareholders that understand the exploration business. It's a way for us to protect the interests of the other shareholders and to also de-risk the financing situation. It's important to keep a healthy capital structure. We are fortunate to say that we have a really tightly held structure with the 86 million shares we have outstanding. The first 25 shareholders hold about 70% of the total share. So as soon as we will release interesting exploration results, we believe that this tightly held structure will have a serious advantage for all our shareholders. So partners are really important, and we will continue to look for sophisticated and people that understand the exploration business.
Fantastic. Julian Davey, President and CEO of Tarku Resources in Canada. Thank you so much for sharing these impressive insights. We certainly look forward to more updates from you, especially next month with the results of the assay. I know our audience will certainly be interested to hear what you found and what else could be out there. Thank you so much, Julian.
It will be a pleasure. Thank you very much, Ashley. Have a nice day.